Thank you so much for joining me today, John, here at Mount Lofty House in the sunny Adelaide Hills. It's an absolute pleasure to have you on our next episode of Be the Drop.
Thank you. It's great to be here.
Right, and I see that you've brought along your item of significance, and that's something that connects you with your community. And I'm really interested to hear what it is.
It's pretty obvious. How do you catch up with people in Adelaide? And the face-to-face meetings are extremely important to keep the glue together and keep the community together. So having a cup of coffee and chinwag, and there you are.
Right, so you're really getting around the coffee and talking. So you're
Yes.
very much in a face-to-face communication mode.
Extremely, yeah. Yep.
So you've talked a little bit about how you're connecting with your community. I'd like to know a little bit more about who they are.
It's business owners. It's from small startups up to $100 million companies, but mainly work with the owners, operators, managers, owners. So that's the community. Both in the consulting side, so people providing services, CFO, accounting services, whatever business services you need, HR. And then the other side is the business owners that need those services. So connecting those two.
How long has it taken you to build this group of business owners that you've got around you and that are part of your community?
About 3 years.
You've been working with different people?
Yes, and it's very exponential. So in the beginning it can be really slow, and you have a lot of meetings, but it's not that many that's really valuable. But once you have a few, you tend to get referrals more and more.
What is the key value to you in building a community?
Well, that's what gets the bread on the table. All sales in the end comes down to having trust, and building a community, you build that trust. And when you do referrals, when you get referrals, if you have that trust, it's really easy. So you don't need to put any effort into the sales. And all the leads you get are already primed and ready to work with you.
So you've talked about having a group of business owners. What is it that unites them, and how are you a part of that?
When I do my work, I do business evaluations. So I go out, I spend some time with the business owners and identify where are the key problems in your business. What are you doing good? What are you doing not so good? And what actions do we need to take to get the business back on track, or increase if you're already on track, how can we improve the business as it stands? And when you do when you identify those problems, so my job isn't to fix those problems, but to recommend who can help you with these things. And that's really how you build a community, because I provide leads to a range of consultants, and the clients, we have to identify what are the problems you have, and here's a solution for you.
And I know that you've also written a book, so that's another way for you to communicate with your audience. I'll make sure that the title of that book is included in the show notes. What's the name of your book?
Stand out, be different, succeed.
Well, thank you so much for joining me, John. It's been an absolute pleasure. In conclusion, I'd like for you to share with us John's Be the Drop tip, and that's your top communication tip for connecting with your community.
Well, always know what the value is to the customer. So regardless of who you're communicating with, make sure to understand that person and what's of value to them, and always make sure to provide some value in all communications you do with those people.
I really like that. So that's really focusing on your customers and your community to make sure you're providing that value.
Yes.
Great advice. Thanks so much, John.
Thank you. It's been a pleasure.